Hello everyone. I welcome you all to this lesson. Today I'm going to take up the topic The Power of Music, which is written by Sukumar. So children, this is a beautiful poem in which the poet has humorously described about a man whose singing is so intense that it causes chaos until a brave goat steps in it to restore peace. So let's get started. But before that, let me ask you, have you subscribed to my channel? If you have not subscribed up till now, then please do and watch the video till end and press the like button if you have liked it. And I'm sure you are going to like it because this poem will be very helpful for you in your exam. I'm giving you line by line explanation along with word meaning and also the literary devices. So children, let us start. And before that, first of all, let me tell you something about the poet Sukumar Ray. He was a renowned Bengali poet, playwright and illustrator from India. He was born into a family of literary geniuses. He was the son of the famous writer Upendra Kishore Ray and the father of the acclaimed filmmaker Satyajit Ray. Was primarily known for his contribution to children's literature, infusing it with a sense of humor and wit that was unrivaled at the time. So this particular poem he has deeply influenced by a nonsense verse and absurdistic literature. This is the evident in the power of music. So children, let us start the poem line by line explanation. So the line is, when summer comes, we hear the hums. Bhishma Lochan's Sharma, you catch his strain on hill and plain from Delhi down to Burma. So here the word hums means these are the tunes that Bhishma Lochan Sharma is singing. The word strain means it refers to a series of musical notes or a particular kind of sound or a style of music. Here it is used to denote Bhishma Lochan Sharma's song. So these line means, when summer comes we hear the hums. Bhishma Lochan Sharma. So here these lines is introduced by the central character Bhishma Lochan Sharma. His song presumably loud and penetrating, which can be heard all the way from Delhi to Burma, suggesting a vast reach of his voice across geographical distance. So his voice was so loud that it could cross over the hills, over the plains from Delhi to Burma. So that was the distance which was covered by the song of Bhishma Lochan Sharma's song. So loudly he was singing. Now the next line is, he sings as though he staked his life. He sings as though he's hell-bent. The people dazed retire amazed, although they know it's well meant. So here the word hell-bent means determined to achieve something at all costs. Dazed means very confused and unable to think clearly. So the line means the poet says that the intensity and passion of Bhishma Lochan's singing are highlighted over here. His singing astonishes the people, leaving them dazed even though they understand that his intentions are good. So he is singing at such a top voice that people are really amazed to listen to his voice. Here the line, he sings as though he staked his life. He sings as though he's hell-bent. So here in this particular line, the literary device of simile is used over here. Although not prominently used, but there is a simile in the line. He sings as though he staked his life, comparing Bhishma's passion in singing to someone betting their life on something. So he loves singing so much that he is singing at the top of his voice. My next line, they are trampled in the panic rout or languish pale and sticky. So here rout means this is a disorderly retreat or a disastrous defeat. In the poem, it refers to the chaotic scene caused by the intense singing. Languish means to become weak or feeble. So in this poem, it is used to describe the people's reaction to the strong singing. And plead, my friend, we are near out end. Oh, stop your singing quickly. The bullock carts are overturned and horses line the roadside. But Bhishma Lochan's unconcerned goes becoming out his broadside. So here the word unconcerned means not worried or caring about something, used to describe Bhishma Lochan's attitude towards the chaos his singing is causing. Booming means here it refers to a loud, deep, resonant sound denoting Bhishma's singing voice. Broadside, this term means that it is most likely it refers to a strongly wooded critical attack, here referring to powerful singing of Bhishma Lochan. So the above line means to say that the poet illustrates the chaos caused by Bhishma Lochan's singing. The people are overwhelmed, pleading for him to stop. Physical chaos is visible and overturned carts and disturbed horses. Bhishma Lochan, however, continues singing indifferent to the chaos. So he is least bothered what is going on, how much people are suffering. He is not at all bothered for that, but he is in his own thought and he kept on singing and singing. He was rooted, he was deeply involved in the song what he was singing. So my next line is, the wretched brutes resent the blade the hour they hear it sounded. So here the word wretched means to be very unhappy or unfortunate state, used here to describe the state of creature affected by the singing. Resent means to feel or express annoyance or ill will. Here it is used to describe the animal's reaction to the loud song. They whine and stare and feel feet in the air and wonder quite confounded. The fishes dived below the lake in frantic search of silence. The very trees collapse and shake. You hear the crash a mile hence. So the word blare means a loud and usually a harsh or grating noise. So here it describes the sound of Bhishma Lochan singing. That is, it was so harsh, so loud that it was really annoying for the people. Confounded means confused or surprised. So here the meaning of these lines means the poet says that the power of his singing affects not just human beings but also animals and nature. The animals are confused. The fishes dive deep inside to seek silence, deep inside the water to seek silence, and even the trees shake and collapse due to the force of his voice. So his voice was so loud that all of them were getting disturbed. Not only the human beings, but also birds, animals, and the nature, plants, trees, etc. So here the line, the fishes dived below the lake in frantic search for silence. So the poetic device used in this line is imagery. So children, you know what is imagery? Imagery involves the use of language to represent objects, actions, or ideas in a way that appeals in our physical senses. The poem is filled with a vivid imagery describing the impact of the song on the environment. The next line of this poem, the very trees collapse and shake, you hear the crash a mile hence. So here hyperbole is used. And you know what is hyperbole? It is a figure of speech that involves exaggeration or emphasis or dramatic effect. The poem is filled with hyperbole to create a comic effect and emphasizes the power of Bhishma Lochan Sharma's singing. So this line is a hyperbole. Now the next line. And in the sky the feathered fly turn turtle while they are winging. So turn turtle means this is an idiomatic expression meaning to turn upside down, usually referring to a boat capsizing. Again we cry, we are going to die. Oh, won't you stop your singing? So here these line means to say that the poet says that the birds in the sky are affected by the music and the plea of silence is repeated, highlighting their desperation. So they are speaking, the birds are so scared that they just turn upside down and fall down, and people are crying. They are trying to tell him again and again to stop singing so loudly. Now the next line. But Bhishma soared beyond our reach. However we plead and grumble, the Vulcan weeps to hear his screech and mighty mansion tumble. So here the word soared means to rise quickly upward to a great height. So here it is described that how Bhishma Lochan's voice is reaching beyond people's reach. Plead means to make an emotional appeal. Here it is referred to describe the desperate request of Bhishma to stop singing. Grumble refers to the complaint quietly about something. Vulcan is an old-fashioned term for the sky or the heavens. Weeps means here it is used to suggest that the sky or the Vulcan is in a state of distress due to Bhishma's song. Screech means a high-pitched, harsh, and often loud sound. This term is used in the poem to describe the sound of Bhishma Lochan's singing. Mansion means a large, impressive house used to describe large buildings. Tumble means to fall quickly and without control. So the meaning of the line is, despite the pleas, Bhishma continues to sing so loud that even the heavens, that is the Vulcan, appears to weep while the building collapses. So his word, his song has made such a chaos in the surrounding that the buildings are falling, the sky is crying, and so much of chaos. Everybody is really feeling problematic due to his song. Now, my next line is, but now there comes a billy goat, a most sagacious fellow. He downs his horns and charges straight with bellow answering bellow. The strains of song and tossed and whirled by blast and brutal violence, and Bhishma Lochan grants the world the golden gift of silence. So here in this line, billy goat means a male goat. Sagacious means having or showing an ability to understand difficult ideas and situation and to make good decisions. In other words, being wise and shrewd. Bellow here refers to a deep roaring sound or shout. Whirled means to move or to go in a circle or curve, specially with force or speed. So in this poem, it is used to describe the powerful sound of the belly goat. Brutal refers to the cruel and harsh. So here in these lines, the poet says that the poet concludes the poem with a twist. He says, a brave goat comforts Bhishma Lochan by charging at him with a loud bellow. This confrontation leads Bhishma Lochan to finally stop his singing, bringing the much needed silence in the world. So at last, everybody was blessed when he stopped singing. Now the literary device used are the welcome weeps to hear his screech and mighty mansion tumble. So here personification is used. In this literary device, it involves giving human character to non-human entities. So in the poem, animal, trees, and even the sky, the welkin, are personified. The line, he dons his horns and charges straight with bellow answering bellow. So here, this particular line is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia involves the use of words that mimic the sound they denote. For example, he downs his horns and charges straight and bellow answering bellow. Then the next line is, and Bhishma Lochan grants the world the golden gift of silence. So here metaphor is used. Metaphor makes an implicit or hidden comparison between two unrelated things here. Bhishma Lochan's song is compared to a powerful force causing chaos, and silence is referred to as golden gift. And the lines, as I told you, and Bhishma Lochan grants the world the golden gift of silence. Here children rhyming words are used in the poem, and that is AABB. So this creates a musical effect that mirrors the poems of the subject matter. So this was the poem, the line by line explanation of this particular poem, The Power of Music. Now if I ask you, justify the title of the poem, The Power of Music, then how are you going to speak? So let me tell you. The title Power of Music aptly encapsulates the central theme of Sukumar's poem. It refers to the remarkable and sometimes overwhelming influence that music can exert on people, animals, and even nature itself. So in this poem, music is personified by Bhishma Lochan Sharma's intense singing. Is depicted as a potent force, the causes of interruption caused, thereby affecting various things of life. So his music is so powerful that it stirs up negative reaction within animals, causes physical damage, to the environment and even results in celestial disturbances. So, the satirical portrayal emphasizes the potential of music to create chaos and confusion, but also its ability to command attention and respect. So, children, this was the poem The Power of Music by Sukumar. Hope you have liked the poem, its explanation, the word meaning, the literary device used, and the significance of the title. You can also say the theme of the poem. You can say the theme of the poem is the power and impact of music, humor and satire, the importance of silence, courage and intervention, then nature's response to man's made noise, and persistence and determination. So these are the themes of the poem. So I hope you have liked the poem, you have gone through the poem, and you have understood the poem. So I hope this poem is beneficial for you from the point of view of examination. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.